very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall, introducing team number one, accompanied to the ring by their manager, Sister Sherry, from 110th Street in Harlem, New York, Booker T, Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat.
Sherry always looks to me like she's going to a movie premiere.
You think so?
Like the Academy Awards, or the Grammys, or Emmys. I mean, she's always dressed to the tooth.
To the tooth. Dressed to the tooth, all right. You know where you fans just saw Spring Stampede? You saw a very entertaining high-impact match where Booker T and Stevie Ray gave it their all, went in against each other at one time. Let's go back now to David Pinzer.
Two opponents from Detroit, Michigan, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
And for you fans who saw Spring Stampede, you know that Scott Steiner arrested, got hit in the face with a can of mace, sprayed in the face, and was arrested for hitting a police officer. Rick Steiner and Kevin Nash went one-on-one for the World Tag Team Championship, and Rick Steiner is still not 100% like we said earlier.
I think we should tell the people it wasn't a blatant act of cowardice to hit a police officer. What happened is he was going for Nash, and the police were there, and I think he got brushed. The officer, and those things happen. I mean, that's their job, and if they'd have stayed in their dressing rooms, they had the match.
And we'll be back with this match right after this.
This portion of WCW Worldwide Wrestling is brought to you by Milky Way, chocolate, caramel, and beyond.
You know, early in this telecast, you said the Steiners were stupid. And I'm not so sure I agree. Scott Steiner was the recipient of spittle in the face from Kevin Nash, and I talked to Scott the very next night. I said, you know, Scott, you had your chance. You had your chance at a 2-on-1. He said, but, you know, I just sometimes cannot control my anger. Nobody spits on me. And
well, that's stupid. The way he could have showed them and spit back in their face would have been to beat Nash. That's how you show a person up. When you start doing what he does, you drop to their level. I mean, they had the match, had everything going for him. He made one request, Nash, for Nick Patrick to be a referee. That still wouldn't have evened it up. I mean, still, to go out there and laugh with the Steiner brothers, one man can't do it.
Now, I'll tell you, as history proves, you know that Nick Patrick went on to call a pretty darn good match.
Well, you know, like Dusty Rhodes says, sometimes in the heat of battle, you do things you normally wouldn't do.
Right. All right, as we thought, Scott will start this. Rick, not 100%. That ear still bothering him, and the equilibrium still not there for him. And so Scott will start things, and Rick will stay on the outside. Wonder how much Rick will get in here.
I don't know. I understood and Scott Steiner was up most of the night till like 5, 6 in the morning, washing out his eyes from all that mace.
That was horrible.
But had they stayed in their dressing room, it wouldn't have happened. I mean, you don't have to bring Judge Judy in for something like this. You stay in your dressing room, it don't happen. Stay in there and comb your hair. That'll give you something to do.
Unfortunately, the heightened security at WCW events, not only around the ring, but in the dressing room, is because of what has happened at the hands of the NWO. They have created this atmosphere.
Sure.
They have created security men who are quick to do things like what we saw at Spring Stampede.
Well, look what happened last year in the summer at Disney. All that trouble there.
Right. That's what started it. Right.
I know. And nothing has stopped. Nothing has stopped. You still can't trust anybody. You don't know who's on whose side or who isn't. You can't walk in the building. I mean, Big Bubba got whacked. He's out. I mean, Wall Street, he got whacked. Everybody thinks it's Diamond Dallas. It could be anybody. Nobody trusts anybody here.
Oh, there's an argument going on here between Sister Sherry and Rick Steiner.
I'll guarantee you, if she gets in there, Rick Steiner, she'll pull those earmuffs off you and make you wish you had two shoes on the same color when she's done with you.
You know, I know she's tough, but let me say this. As tough as she is, she doesn't want to fool with Rick Steiner because he is just goofy enough to nail her right between the eyes. It's not right to hit a lady, but I'm not so sure.
He can tell the difference sometimes.
Well, no, I'm not so sure which way he thinks.
Well, that's what I mean. If somebody makes him mad, his first move is to grab and hit.
So there, leave him alone.
That's what I say.
Be smart. And the whip in, nope. Scott Steiner held his own. Good move by Steiner. Here comes, and there goes Stevie Ray. And Rick Steiner and one big right hand.
Well, watch Rick Steiner, the one with the earmuff. He's running in a circle now, but watch him sometimes. He has a little balance trouble because of that inner ear. But then again, here's a grown man that barks. So you take it from there.
Yeah, it's different. There's no... Uh-oh. He's barking at Cherry. Is she barking back?
She's hissing.
Yes, she's hissing. You're right.
She's hissing.
He's barking and she's hissing. Oh, boy. Well, we've seen a first now.
Wow. We got the tender victuals. We're going to have a party.
And the fans, as you can see, behind the Steiner brothers. Well, for the Steiners, hopefully they will get another shot at these belts. And, you know, and I wonder, here's another thing. We talked so much about the NWO.
Look at Kelly stumbled into the corner.
Yeah, he's in bad shape. We've talked so much about the problems that exist within the NWO. Where has Scott Hall been? Here's a man completely missing in action, Brian. Nowhere to be found.
Maybe it's designed that way. Maybe they want it that way. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
We were in Duluth, Minnesota recently for WCW Monday Nitro. Back on the 24th of March. He has not been seen since then.
There's a lot of people left Duluth that will never be seen again.
Yeah, they're frozen in Lake Superior. From the neutral position, there you see exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try. Oh, they're going to try to wear this man down. And there, you see that? Couple of blows. This is not like Rick Steiner. A couple of blows, and he's down on all fours.
No, his balance is way off. You know, when you get hit in that inner ear, get an infection or something, that controls your equilibrium. And this isn't the greatest guy in the world anyway to know direction.
Oh, side of the head. There it is.
Stay on there. I would take the earmuffs off and take my knuckle and put it in that ear and just grind.
Oh, Brain, for crying out loud. You know, there's a difference between trying to win a match and trying to injure someone. Oh, that time he just fell down, had a hold of the man.
See, look at him bounces. His balance is off.
And outside goes Stevie Ray. The trio outside.
That's a good move there because they're making Steiner think now. We all know he can't do that.
A good look at Rick Steiner, the nickname the dog-faced gremlin. To the midsection goes Stevie Ray, Booker T. Here comes the double team. Absolutely defenseless that time from the right hands. From Booker T. He had a right hand free that time. Did Rick Steiner couldn't get the right hand up to defend himself.
But there's no doubt about it, these Steiners are very, very tough.
Vicious.
I mean, they trained all their lives to do one thing, and that's wrestle.
Oh! That was pretty darn good.
Oh, he's barking again and she's hitting again.
1, 2. We're having some problems here with Rick Steiner and Sister Sherry.
I'm going to put him in a cage and throw some catnip in there and let him go at it.
Well, they hate each other. Here's tag. Here comes Scott. So Scott will come back in. Not a bad effort for a less than 100% Rick Steiner that time.
Well, if you weren't watching for it like we are, you probably wouldn't know it. He's probably never had any good balance or equilibrium. He's probably been punchy all his life. He was 4 years old. Who knows?
That could be a good point. That's a good point.
He's had that goatee since he was 3.
No, he hasn't.
Sure.
No, who told you that?
Well, I heard it. They said because his mother's was a lot thicker.
Oh, would you stop with that? Get back to this match. You're too much. Whipped in, foot to the face. Uh-oh.
Going for a ride.
One step to bring him to the center of the ring. 1, 2, and no.
What a great match here on Worldwide.
Not kidding. And this match is what a tag team championship match should be all about. Great moves, great athletes. Since the Outsiders have owned the tag team belts, we have seen handicap matches, belts taken away from people, mace in the face, wanting this, wanting that. I tell you, I know by winning uncensored, basically the NWO has free reign on what they want in title matches, but it's really revolting in many ways. Would you agree?
Well, they're calling the shots. You know, I like corporate takeovers. I don't mind that because that makes your bargaining points stronger. We could make more money maybe with the NWO. But I can't trust Hogan. I would never work for that man. But think about it, Hogan, Tony. The right guy gets in charge there. Might be a thought, you know. We might be able to stick on the, talk and negotiate a good deal and rip and make money, you know.
You're trying to work a scam already.
I am not.
You have approached the NWO about some sort of corporate takeover. See, I know you, Brain.
Tony.
Money is all that motivates you.
What do you think I want to work for? Popcorn and peanuts?
That's not what I'm saying. Don't you have any honor, any dignity, any morals left? Think about that, and we'll talk to you next week.
Wait a minute.
We'll talk to you next week about it.
Yeah, let me think about that.
Yeah, boy.
Give me that again.
We don't have enough time. You know, the hour's almost up here.
Wait a minute. Moral, dignity. Yeah.
Is the answer no? Is it in the negative?
Well, I'm trying to think of the situation you're talking about here.
None. Money is it. Money, greed, power.
Greed? No, that's something.
You like that? You recognize that word, right? Oh, boy, the scissor kick. That time, instead of going on the back of the head, it went on the shoulder of Rick Steiner, and once again, Rick Steiner down on his back. 1, 2, but not out of it yet.
Now, well,
see,
I'm thinking.
I know you are. Shouldn't have brought that up.
2 former tag team champions in here.
Yes, they are.
On many occasions.
Cover 1, 2, but for the Steiners, they should still be the champs, really, and this should be a title match. If we go back now to Sold Out in January when they won the belts, had the belt taken away from them by Eric Bischoff. Of course, since his suspension, Eric doesn't have that power anymore. And
I hear he's going to regain that power. That's what I hear through them.
See? There you go again.
No, I wasn't talking to them, but I heard through my sources.
You have been talking to them.
I haven't, Tony. You start that trouble.
Well, okay,
trouble here.
all right. Let me say this. You're right. I know he is trying his best through legal maneuvering to get back in power. But that doesn't mean he's going to. Knee to the gut. Look, he can't even stand up here, for crying out loud.
Well, then he should quit, give up, and go home.
Oh, he won't do that. He's too tough.
And then beat on him. Only 2 things to do. If you don't quit, beat on him.
Power slammed him down.
Don't waste time with him.
Slapped him in the face as Rick Steiner tries to get to his feet. Stevie Ray steps on him, and Booker T comes in. Here we go. Up to the middle turnbuckle. Up to the middle turnbuckle and down on the back as Steiner tried to roll out of the way.
Does he know which way to go? Yes, he knows.
Does. Here we go. Scott Steiner.
Oh. Set up the pins and watch me knock him down.
The big man with the biggest arms in our sport, you would think, by looking at him. Of course, Hulk Hogan says he has them.
Yeah, but Hogan will tell you Swampland, too, in Newark.
Scott Steiner hooks. Oh, hooks him down with a release powerbomb. 1, 2, and a save by Stevie Ray.
Imagine the power of that, picking up a 275-pound man like a spin wheel, just spinning him in the air and throwing him where you want him.
Scott tries to get back to his feet. Double team coming here. Pick up. Front suplex. Oh,
they should have done a reverse suplex on the back, because his back was injured in that automobile accident. That's what I'd go for. They forgot that move. That's why Sherry in the corner should have pointed that out.
All right, whipping in. Look at this. Rick Steiner covers 1, 2, and a save by Stevie Ray.
Steiner's slow getting up, too.
Boy, both of them. Regardless of what happens, a lot has been taken out of the Steiners here, both men. And here they go. Fist of fire, both men battling back and forth and back and forth. Rick can barely stand, but he's back to the attack again.
Watch his feet. Watch his footwork. He's usually more on the balls of his feet.
Yes.
He's not now. He's flat-footed.
Right on the heels. Right.
He's trying to get his balance.
Into the corner. Oh! Knee to the back. Harlem side kick to the forehead. Cover 1, 2, and Scott makes a save. And now a fight. A big one. Scott Steiner, Stevie Ray. On the outside. Legal men are still on the inside. And the referee has said, forget about it. I'm throwing this thing out.
He can't handle it anymore, and he knows it. They're not going to get him back in the ring and back in the corners. The 2 men in the ring. It's over.
That's a good move by Mark Curtis, the referee.
Or the only move he had.
And Rick Steiner's biting Booker T's leg on the inside.
The referee Mark Curtis declares this match out of control. He disqualifies both teams. There is no winner. This match is a double disqualification.
For the Brain and Lee Marshall, I'm Tony Schiavone. Good night, everybody.